We are all glory bound when we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found.
Good morning. Today's class is loosely organized around a New York City radio show called Woody's Children that recently celebrated its 50th anniversary. How that show came to be a blessing in my life is for the end of today's class. But before that, 5 different Woody's Children whom I want you to get to know or get to know better. Now, throughout the course, I have struggled with when to play you a full song and when to play you an excerpt. On the one hand, it kills me to cut a song off. But on the other hand, I personally don't do well when someone says, hey, sit there and listen to this. And I'm supposed to sit for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes and simply listen. Because even when I like a song, it's generally not after a first listen. Well, today, at times, I'm going to do a little more of, hey, listen to this. So I want to say to you in advance, I'm sorry, and you're welcome. I first heard Tom Chapin in 1983 when the Woody's Children radio show had its 15th anniversary. I only heard a little bit from Chapin. I went home and I bought his then most recent album called Moonboat. It was part of what Tom had started doing, what he calls his family music. He wanted to create songs for people between the ages of 4 and 14 because he had kids that age. He says he wrote these songs in self-defense. I put on that CD while I was driving near my home. After the first song, I pulled the car over to the side of the road. I remember thinking, I hate children's music. It's so condescending, but this was terrific. It was good music. It was interesting. The lyrics were witty. Here's a piece of that first song written by Tom and his bass player, Michael Mark. Saturday morning and the rain is pouring. Dad worked late last night. He's in there snoring. Same old stuff on TV, boring. So what if I can't go out and play? I know what I'll do today. I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Now I like books, they like me, so when I go to the library, I sit down in my favorite chair, check to see who's there. Maybe 1 book, maybe 2. Take me home, says Winnie the Pooh. And if we have to travel far, I'll bring my honey jar. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. When Tom says that his music is for people ages 4 to 14, I always say to him, no, it's for anybody between the ages of 4 and 14 or anybody who ever was. Children's music, please. Although I'm usually reluctant to describe one person by reference to another, Tom himself tells his audiences that he is the younger brother of the late Harry Chapin. Harry wrote Cats in the Cradle, Taxi, and numerous other wonderful songs. Harry, Tom, and their brother Steve all were musical. Tom tells the story of when they heard the iconic album, The Weavers at Carnegie Hall. Harry then announced to Tom and Steve, we could do that. And for a brief time, they did. Then Tom went on to his own career with some wonderful songs. A lot of you probably know.
Before the days of Jello, lived a prehistoric fellow who loved a maid and courted her beneath the banyan tree. And they had lots of children, and their children all had children. And they kept on having children until one of them had me. We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-granddaddy reaching up to me, we're a green and growing family tree.
Two of my favorites. It kills me to excerpt them, but...
The cousins are coming!
They pulled into the driveway like a frigate dropping sail, and out came Butch and Mike and Bill and Ben and Baby Gail. Uncle Hugh looked hassled, but Aunt Bess was all aglow. Hello!
Hi! Hi!
Hi!
Hi! Yo!
Cousins, cousins, here come the boys. Bedlam, mayhem, noise, noise, noise. Blow up the air mattresses, hide the breakable toys. Cousins, cousins, here come the boys.
And this epic.
There are sagas of undersea outlaws and the great soggy deeds that they did. But the saltiest thief to come down the reef was the outlaw named Billy the Squid. From the Grand Banks he'd steal sand dollars and escape on his seahorse named Sid. He took from the shellfish and gave to the shellfish, did big-hearted Billy the Squid. In the Pink Car Lounge, that's a sandbar, worked the former Miss Lake Champlain. A beautiful mollusk, a real living dollusk. Her name, it was Calamity Jane. Now this dive was as hard as a barnacle. It was real barracuda terrain, where the groupers and grunts pulled unsavory stunts, which was tough on poor Calamity Jane.
I know it goes by quickly, but from the Grand Banks, he'd steal sand dollars. And then in the Pink Coral Lounge, that's a sandbar, a beautiful mollusk, a real living dollusk. I love that stuff. But remember our discussions about sentiment and sentimentality. Sentiment is we value diversity. Sentimentality would be, let's raise our voices to celebrate our differences. I want you to listen to this next one in full. It's from Tom Chapin and his collaborator, John Forster. One of the best treatments I've ever heard about diversity. There's no sentimentality here. I think it's just brilliant.
They call my town a melting pot, like a stew or a casserole, but we are not a melting pot. My town is a salad bowl. I appreciate this family of mine. We're tomatoes from a long and sturdy vine. And though we're juicy, flavorful, and sweet, we're not the only veggies on the street. My town is a salad bowl. It's full of delicious things, and the flavor that each thing brings delicifies the whole. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. That's your part. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. My closest buddy calls herself a cuke, but also says she's got a lot of zook. Cuke, soup, whatever, it's a wash. She's just my friend, I love her like a squash. The spinach family's very, very shy. They don't yet speak the language, but they try. Some folks find the chili peppers hot, but get to know them, you can learn a lot. My town is a salad bowl. of surprising things, and the flavor that each thing brings surprise-ifies the whole. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. By yourself, my town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad. One of the Bostons married an iceberg. They're bringing their kids up romaine. The Sprouts don't approve, they threaten to move, so we sing him this catchy refrain. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. The onion refugees live with the chives, who are helping them start over with their lives. The shallots and the leeks are helping too, 'cause the scallions helped them out when they were new. We're so important and so assorted, there's no way of melting us down. But different scenes for different greens, our differences strengthen our town. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. Turning point. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. A salad, of course, gets tossed, but none of the tastes get lost. The thing that makes you unique, uniqueifies the whole. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad bowl. You got it. My town is a salad, town is a salad, town is a salad. Last chance. My town is a salad, town is a salad. My town is a salad bowl.
I want to play you one more terrific Chapin song. Back in the 60s, Tom Paxton wrote, "What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that Washington never told a lie. I learned that soldiers seldom die. I learned that everybody's free." Well, that's what the teacher said to me. That's how Paxton skewered our schools back then for the lies they tried to teach us. Chapin has brought it into the 21st century.
Go on to sleep now, third grader of mine. The test is tomorrow, but you'll do just fine. It's reading and math, forget all the rest. You don't need to know what is not on the test. Each mark that you make on each test that you take, remember your teachers, their jobs are at stake. Your score is their score, but don't get all stressed. They cannot teach anything not on the test. Your school board is faced with no child left behind, with rules but no funding, they're caught in a bind. So music and art and the things you love best are not in your school, 'cause they're not on the test. Sleep, sleep, and as you progress, you'll learn there's a lot that is not on the test. Debate is a skill that is useful to know, unless you're in Congress or talk radio, where shouting and spouting and spewing are blessed, 'cause rational discourse was not on the test. Thinking's important, it's good to know how, and someday you'll learn to, but some days not now. Go on to sleep now, you need your rest. Don't think about thinking, it's not on the test. Thank you, friends.
First, I was a big fan of Tom's, and now we're good friends. He's as wonderful off stage as he is on. He's scheduled for the Guthrie Center July 11th. We shall see. At the same 15th anniversary of the Woody's Children radio show, I met Christine Lavin. When I met her, I told her how much I love her song about Santa Monica. She said something in response I didn't hear clearly. I couldn't tell whether she said she never sings that song or she had never sung that song, as in live performance. So 5 years later, at the 20th anniversary, I asked her to clarify. She said she had never sung the song live. Now, because I believe it's my job to tell people I don't really know how to do their jobs, I told her that's ridiculous. She still doesn't sing the song, but I do. Here's a little piece. I got beach glass and tokens in my pocket, sizing up each other's worth. Neither one will do me any good here. I throw them into the surf. The palm trees all look a little bit like Tina Turner looks from behind. The boys on their skateboards have strategically tousled hair, the Bon Jovi kind. I am a stranger here, strolling down the Santa Monica Pier. Picnic baskets and fishing gear. There's ice cream cones and souvenirs. Oh, there's a fine warm western breeze stirring up the Tina Turner trees. I have dreamed of days like these all of my life. Christine is an organizer. She is a folkie through and through. She created the group, the Four Bitchin' Babes, which some of you may have heard of. It's Christine and three other women, although sometimes it's not even Christine in the fourth slot. She is always looking to promote other people's songs. At the 15th Woody's Children anniversary, I was there when she met Pete Seeger for the first time. I thought everybody in folk music knew Pete Seeger. And then several months later, in the Metropolitan Diary of the New York Times, there's Christine with a story about sending tapes of songs off to Pete Seeger. Go to her website and check out the feature Hidden Gems. On stage, Christine is all in. She sings and she plays. She tells stories. She gets men from the audience to get on stage and sing and dance to her song, Sensitive New Age Guys. And she twirls her baton. She is shameless. Her body of work reflects frequently events of the day. Some are like magazine pieces that'll have a short shelf life. Some will endure.
I wrote this last year when Don White and I were part of the entertainment at the Guthrie Center in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. It was the year that Woody Guthrie turned 100, and they asked all of us to write a song that you feel that Woody Guthrie would be writing if he were alive today. So it took me more than a year to memorize this song, and you'll see why it was so difficult. But this is a problem for me, and it might be a problem for you. Way back last century, I joined America Online. I had to come up with a password, something uniquely mine. I picked the word lightning, I have no idea why. Lightning's going to be my password until the day I die. Remember that pride you felt the first time you had a password, became a citizen of cyberspace? Then I opened an account with Amazon. They wanted a password too. So again I picked the word lightning. It was a logical thing to do. Then I joined Facebook. Facebook. They said a single word was not sufficient. You want both letters and numbers to be safe and efficient. So I added the number 52 to my word lightning. Lightning 52 is my Facebook password as my online skills are heightening. But then I read it's dangerous to use the same password everywhere. So I thought, okay, what's easy to remember? And a company's lightning up in the air. Thunder, that'll be my new password as I download iTunes. But they also want a number, so Thunder 1 is what I picked that afternoon. Then I joined satellite radio, and now the password to create goes with lightning and thunder. Hell, that'll work just great. But they said, oh no, hail is too short a word. But hailstones, that works fine. I've already come a long way from lightning and obsolete America Online. And I joined Gmail, lightning, thunder, hailstones, twister, whoop, twister. But they tell me that's a weak password, so I consult my little sister. Now, when you have computer trouble, you can't go to somebody older and wiser because there is nobody older and wiser. They're all younger and wiser. I know a woman who told me when she has trouble with her computer, she asks her 3-year-old. Her 3-year-old! And he helps her. I said, don't tell that to anyone. But my sister said, how about the word hurricane? But add a number to make it secure. So Hurricane 53 kept the bad guys from my digital door. So far, so good, till the day Facebook let me know somebody hacked into my account. My old password has gotta go. Oh no! Lightning 52 became Lightning 53, but only for a couple of weeks. Cause then my account got hacked again, and my password needed tweaks. But Lightning 54 was rejected. They said it was way too close to Lightning 53. So I made a bold choice. Humidity 9, that's the new password for me. And everything was A-okay until the day I let a friend use my laptop. She did something to my AOL account. She brought it to a screeching stop. They said she emailed way too many people. So my account got junked. I could reopen it in 24 hours, but my password was now defunct. So AOL gave me a new password, my zip code, and my initials, CL10025. But they said if I didn't like it, I could change it back to something more creative, less official. So I tried changing it back to Lightning, but they said nope, pick another word. So for whatever reason at that particular moment, Typhoon 56 is what I prefer. Lightning, Lightning 52, Thunder 1, okay. Hailstones, Hurricane 53, kept me safe and secure today. Lightning 53, Lightning 54. Starting to get confused. What is that the password for? Humidity 9, CL10025. I think I'm starting to overload my brain's external drive. Typhoon 56, I don't remember what that does. If only I could go back to the time Lightning was the only password I had to remember, the only password to memorize, the only password to open sesame, everything under digital skies. Well, the days of the single, simple password are ancient history. I'm going to change my password to I'm an old idiot, 1, 2, 3.
One of Christine's most popular songs began as a song about what women will do for love. You'd call it a nonfiction love song.
I fell in love with somebody that I had nothing in common with. Is there anybody here in that situation want to raise your hand? It'd be a good way to let them know. But it's this kind of thing is always good for songwriting. So this is what came out of it. I am at the opera. I don't like the opera, but he loves the opera and I love him. I follow the libretto, I follow the conductor when I follow the plot. My head begins to spin. I don't understand a word. Even when it's English, everyone around me says, this is divine. I don't like the opera. Look, I'm at the opera. Good thing he can't read my mind. How long did you say this opera was? 16 hours. Oh, what a treat. I am eating sushi. I do not like sushi, but he loves sushi and I love him. I'm poking with the chopstick at a living, breathing fish stick. Oh my gosh, I think it's trying to swim. Some say eating sushi is like chewing on your own cheek or sucking down a bucket full of tentacled slime. I do not like sushi. Look, I'm eating sushi. Good thing he can't read my mind. That was an interesting texture. It was kind of like the suction cup off the bottom of a bathtub mat. Yeah, I have to stop here because I wrote this in the early 90s, and you can imagine I sang it many, many places. And one of the places I sang it is the open mic every Monday night at Birdland in New York City, Jim Caruso's cast party. And there was a guy at the bar named Rene Ruiz from a vocal group called Toxic Audio. And he called me over after I sang that song, and he said, you know, you should write a version of that song for a man to sing, because it's not just women who do stupid things in the name of love. Men do too. Is that true? Amen. Anybody here ever do anything stupid in the name of love? Stupid in the name of love. Well, I took the challenge. I hope you guys will like it. This is Good Thing She Can't Read My Mind, a dude's eye view. I am at a shopping mall. I do not like shopping malls. She loves shopping malls and I love her. Each time she stopped to look at shoes, I'm reacquainted with the blues. I'm sure there are men here who will concur. I wanted to stay home today to watch the Houston Oilers play a monumental pigskin contest of the manly kind. But I am at a shopping mall. I hate shopping malls. Good thing she can't read my mind. Sure, I'll hold your purse while you try that on. No, I don't think that dress makes your butt look big. I am at a craft fair. I do not like craft fairs. She loves craft fairs and I love her. Origami, topiary, face painting, scrapbooking, and her favorite, dream catchers. What the hell's a dream catcher? What the hell is decoupage? Mara's dancing. I need something I can hide behind. I can't stand craft fairs. Look, I'm at a craft fair. Good thing she can't read my mind. Make my own soap? How did you know that was my dream? I'm just making observations. Expanding your horizons is a sign of sophistication. Now I'm in a Pilates class every Sunday morning, though sometimes thoughts of boxing overcome me without warning. I am at a chick flick. I do not like chick flicks. She loves chick flicks and I love her. Oh my God, it's a double bill. Now I'm really feeling ill. It's Beaches, followed by The Way We Were. I am in an awful mood. I'm eating awful food. All I wanted was to sit back and unwind. Instead, I'm at two chick flicks. I hate chick flicks. Good thing she can't read my mind. Tomorrow night is terms of endearment and fried green tomatoes. How lucky can one man get? So if you see me at a chick flick, see me in a craft booth, see me in a shopping mall wallowing in despair, don't feel sorry for me, I must be in love. Why in the hell else would I be there? Before I met her, life was dull. I never took any chances, but now I leap at every opportunity I find. I don't like chick flicks or craft fairs or shopping malls, but maybe I will in time. Maybe I will in time. Join your book club. I would love to.
In the summer of 1971, a friend of mine got me a gig to sing at a summer concert at Cornell. 10 acts performing in Bailey Hall. I was supposed to go first, But the organizers said there are two guys who have to play at a club downtown in Ithaca. So they're going to go first and then you'll follow them. Those two guys went first and my musical life was never the same. That night, I became the world's biggest fan of Aztec two-step, and I still am. Neil Schulman is from Manhattan. He is my favorite acoustic guitar player on earth. Lots of people are flashy and dazzling. Neil can be those things on the guitar, but what moves me is that it's always in service of the song. And he's a terrific songwriter and a singer. Rex Fowler is from Pittsfield, Maine. I love Rex's singing. But listen to me carefully. He is the most underappreciated songwriter of my generation. The most underappreciated songwriter of my generation. He has all of the gifts, melody, rhythm, lyrics. His songs evoke all the range, the entire range of emotions. He can make us laugh, cry, cringe, smile with wry bemusement. And he has his own way of looking at things. He has written dozens of terrific songs. Neil and Rex famously met at an open mic night in Boston and then formed their duo under a tree in Central Park. Where did the name come from? A Ferlinghetti poem. See, it was like this when we waltz into this place. A couple of papish cats is doing an Aztec two-step. And I says, Dad, let's cut. But then this dame comes up behind me, see, and says, you and me could really exist. Wow, I says, only the next day she has bad teeth and really hates poetry. One of my favorites is what Rex describes as a guide to underground New York back in the day. I'm going to play the whole thing for you. Any song that references Arthur Rimbaud, look it up. I did. Francois Truffaut, Marcel Marceau, and former New York Knick Dave DeBusschere cannot be edited down. Now, you're also going to hear a reference to a Leandro Velasco. He was an artist in the Village back then. Rex explained, I could have used Vincent van Gogh in the song, but I had high hopes for Leandro Velasco. Another songwriter would have called this Lullaby to New York or Lullaby for New York, but to Rex, it was Lullaby on New York. Enjoy.
Well, I arrived at creation when I stepped out on Penn Station, New York. just a sightseeing child, going wild with some wine and a cork. Well, I was very impressed by the whole mad mess, and I felt just like Arthur Rimbaud. But it's alright, 'cause it takes time to grow. Well, you can do what you want. No, it's not like Vermont in New York. But if you value your life, carry a gun and a knife and a fork. Well, there's the United Nations, sonic vibrations, and paintings by Leandro Velasco. But it's alright, 'cause sometimes it snows. Yes, it's alright, baby, it's alright. Take a walk in the park, and when it gets dark, go take in a show. The police and the pushers talk of David the Busher and others of Francois Truffaut. But it's alright, 'cause anything goes. And if you're down in the village where it's legal to pillage the streets, and you're looking for danger, then baby just talk to a stranger in heat. Well, you can dance at the limelight anytime after midnight if you dress up like Marcel Marceau. But it's alright, boys will be bold. And it's alright, baby, it's alright. Take a walk in the park, and when it gets dark, go take in a show.
Here's the beginning to one from Neil, a Jewish boy from the East Side.
I love an old-time gospel song. It feels good in my soul. It makes me wanna testify and shout. So march on, Christian soldiers, although I might just tag along. Converting, that's most definitely out. Because you see, my people, they were chosen. Still, when you play that gospel song, you won't find me dozing. You know, I don't believe in Jesus, but I sure do like his songs. Said I don't believe in Jesus, but I sure do like his songs. I go down to the riverside, I play them all night long.
A couple of years ago, Aztec Two-Step released an album with the title song of Naked. And we've talked about the virtue of specifics in lyrics, the way Paxton frequently shines. Rex does that in other songs. This one is more the view from 30,000 feet. When people ask me, where are the protest songs of today? This is one you could look to.
So deeply saddened by this disconnect, blame the politicians, blame the internet, our morning papers, our nightly news. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's never been more true. Trouble at our front door, nowhere to run to, hide or ignore. Our fractured families, fatherless sons, religious thugs, deniers, and mothers on fire for 100 million guns.
I could play you dozens of Aztec Two-Step songs. This last one is not just one of my favorite Aztec Two-Step songs, it's one of my favorite songs ever. If you play acoustic guitar, this song is the most fun song ever to play and to sing. I sent you the lyrics to a song called Almost Apocalypse, but I want you to hear it and see it all the way through. Enjoy.
I was outside in the alley when I heard a blind man scream. He was lying in the rubble, looked for trouble when I woke from a dream. And he asked me in a whisper to the ground at what we've got. a match with feeling. Down, down before the speed. So he asked me where I was running from. I pointed towards the street. And 1,000 marching feet. Outside in the alley, searching for the truth. When I came upon a vision, myself in early youth. I was standing in the forest that overlooked the bay. I was waiting for some giant wings to come fly me away. To feel my heart was aching, my soul was torn from pain. I knew I wasn't empty, 'cause I turned and faced the rain. The million drops of rain.
Neil Schulman retired from Aztec two-step about 2 years ago. Rex is continuing Aztec two-step with a gifted singer and musician, Dodie Pettit. They're creating what they call Aztec two-step 2.0. They are carrying on the Aztec two-step songbook and writing new songs. They're scheduled to be at the Guthrie Center July 3rd. We shall see. A few years ago, a good friend of mine, a fine singer-songwriter and violin and guitar player, Alana Arian, she was backing up a singer-songwriter I hadn't heard. I went to see them at a club outside of Washington, D.C., and I had another aha moment, because right off the bat, I felt like I had tapped into another major talent. This was my introduction to Catie Curtis.
There were times there didn't look like any way out, and we'd all cry when there was no more that we could talk about. None of us knew what we could do. Mostly we were just scared for you. But look at you now, walking on clouds, lining up stars from medicine jars. You're the light of the crowd. You had to rise above what bad dreams are made of. Through all the heartache, you didn't break. You went through more than I could take. And look at you now.
Catie is squarely within the tradition of Woody's Children. She writes about the full gamut of life: love, loss of love, for children, the everyday stuff around her.
Teenagers jumping off a railroad bridge. They've known each each other since they were kids at the end of the summer. Good friends ready to fly. They do the cannonball into the creek. They'll do the cannonball one more week at the end of the summer. Good friends saying goodbye. They were riding double on bicycles, buying bubble gum and buying for the sun. And the summer was so long, till the summer was so gone.
Catie writes overtly political stuff. She's an activist, particularly for Americans United for Separation of Church and State. I want to play you this piece of this song that she wrote in the aftermath of Katrina.
The Mississippi River divides this land in two, like the way we tend to think of things black and white, red and blue. If they can keep us fighting about marriage and God, there'll be no one left to notice if our leaders do their jobs. And the truth is bigger than these drops of rain falling. The truth is bigger than these drops of rain falling in the ocean, falling. When the water is rising and there is no higher ground, you can wave your hands up on the roof, but you might be left to drown. In the streets of New Orleans, a makeshift funeral parlor, here lies Vera, God help us all. And the truth is bigger than these drops of rain falling. The truth is bigger than these drops of rain falling in the ocean, falling. Jesus said, feed the hungry. Jesus said, help the poor, take care of each other, love one another. People look around.
If they can keep us fighting about marriage and God, there'll be no one left to notice if our leaders do their job. It's good stuff. Catie writes wonderful love songs. In 2 songs, she writes explicitly about what it is to be attracted to another woman, where in some parts of her world, people still have or had a hard time with that. This next song, Radical, I'm going to play you a piece of it. It's already 20 years old. Listen to the first verse of what she said back then.
It's all right, we're gonna be fine, but let's give my mama and my daddy a little time, 'cause I've been good up till now. They say that they think that I have changed somehow, but I'm not being radical when I kiss you. I don't love you to make a point. It's the hollow of my heart that cries when I miss you, and it keeps me alive when we're apart.
I'm not being radical when I kiss you. I don't love you to make a point. It's a lot packed into 2 short phrases. I'm also struck by another song of hers. I want you to hear it all the way through.
I love this town. You can see the stars at night, even from downtown, 'cause there are no city lights. This town was my biggest fan, till I was who I am. What's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be afraid of this girl? What's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be afraid of this world? I love this town. The moon is dancing on the waves, and in the bars, half of them are underage. People let a lot slip by when they look a lot alike. What's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be afraid of this girl? What's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be afraid of this world? What if I am black or Jew, straight or queer, mother of two, run around in a hippie dress, or ride my bike in a leather vest? What's the matter? I love this town where I climbed the apple trees, and that was me cheering for the hometown team. I've got something to give in this town where I wanna live. So what's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be afraid of this girl? What's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be? What's the matter? What's the matter? All I ask is, why be afraid of this world?
With those two songs ringing in your ears, I want to play you this song. It's a song about gratitude, but I am struck that the person who wrote Radical and What's the Matter could write this. The first time I heard Catie sing it, I knew immediately I would sing it at a Yom Kippur service. And when I did, I announced to the congregation that the irony was not lost on me, that I had first heard it at a Katie Curtis Christmas concert. The world don't owe me nothing, though I always wanted to. The world don't owe me happy, the world don't owe me love like you. The world don't owe me nothing, even though I'm on my knees. Not the things I took for granted, not the things I thought I got for free. But I will lay down my troubles on the ground in front of you and play. Let me play just one more song, that's my rescue. The world don't owe me flowers, even though I planted seeds. The world don't owe me sunshine, the world don't owe me what I need. Oh, the world don't owe me a reason for when the night's too long. The world don't owe me nothing, I don't understand all that's gone wrong. But I will lay down my troubles on the ground in front of you and play. Let me play just one more song, that's my rescue. Oh, the world don't owe me a highway, it don't owe me a train. The world don't owe me an easy way out. Here it comes again, another kind of pain. And I will lay down my troubles on the ground in front of you and play. Let me play just one more song, that's my rescue.
I love this town.
Meet Buskin and Batteau.
This little number is the one that rips the lid off the sewer that is big-time folk music. Not as glamorous as you may have been led to believe. Don't make trouble. Come all you fine painters and welders of steel. Come all you farmers. Come all you farmers standing in fields. I'll tell you a story of toil and of strife, and the hardships that come with a folk singer's life. Well, it's up in the morning as early as 10. And it's yesterday's coffee or make some again. But you gotta get rolling cause it's almost noon. The show is at 8 and there's 12 strings to tune. And it's hard, buddy, it's hard, living up rhythm and rhyme. And it's hard, I know it's hard, the folk singer earns every dime. Your fingers are sore from the concert last night, but you gotta ignore it. There's folk songs to write about people and places and hard luck and things. Wherever there's trouble, a folk singer sings. Or you're out on the road where the living is hell. You might even get stuck in some two-star hotel where they haven't got showtime and the bedspread is creased. And room service takes 20 minutes at least. And it's hard, fella, it's hard, living off rhythm and rhyme. And it's hard, amigo, it's hard, a folk singer earns every dime. And it's off to the hoop where you're having bad luck. No luck, no luck. They yell out, you sing love shot. They yell out, sing love shot. They yell out, you suck. You always get that line good. And the waitress, she's faithless, she's threatening to quit. She just looked at your tip and said, what is this? Sure, and it's hard. Boy, it's hard living off rhythm and rhyme. singer earns every dime. And you're playing a festival south of the Smokies. On a stool full of spinners in a field full of pokies. And Paxton is late, so you gotta keep strumming. When a man cries, look out, there's a mime trooper coming. Your blood starts to freeze and your skin starts to crawl. They're doing the robot, they're doing the wall. It's like a bad dream or a weird deja vu of the great mime disaster of '72. Muffy, it's hard living off rhythm and rhyme. And it's hard, Woody, it's hard. A folk singer earns every dime.
You may not know it, but you probably know at least some of the tunes of Buskin and Batteau. I'm going to play you a little medley of some of their greatest hits. We used to see them at a club outside Washington, D.C. a long time ago, and I used to sneak in a handheld dictaphone to record their stuff. Here's part of my homemade recording.
We've got your place in the sun, continental. Have a lunch, you can have it all. Have a no cholesterol, have a little sunshine. A good time, great taste. That's why this is my place. A good time, great taste. W-E-O-N-A-L-E-S for food, folks, and fun. Sometimes you just gotta break the rules. Burger King. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Feeling you get with a coach for what I say. You can't beat it. You can't beat the real thing. We deliver, we deliver. We deliver for you. The unsingable taste of Cheerio. All aboard America. All aboard Amtrak. The only way to travel is a Cadillac style. And an edge on life in the army. Listen to the heartbeat of America. The heartbeat of America. Today, Chevrolet.
David Buskin went to Brown, Robin Batteau went to Harvard, and it didn't seem to hurt their singing, playing, or writing none. These guys are as entertaining as can be. The musicianship is superb, the writing is the A-team, the vocals and the arrangements are wonderful, and they're hilarious. I want to play you two of their songs in full. I can't help it. The songs are bookends, and I sent you the lyrics to each of them. These two songs, the first, well, they're both about the tradition of the music of this course. The first song, Heart of the Audience, is about a young generation embracing this music and its values. Good Luck in the Promised Land is about passing it on. The audio on A Good Luck in the Promised Land isn't so great, but the song is. Enjoy.
Well, it was 68 and we were almost free. We were losing the war and our virginity. It was me and my guitar in a village bar, even bleaker than McDougal. Even bleaker than, see, that's like a play on it. 10 lost souls in a sad cafe, praying like hell to keep the devil away. And me all alone at the microphone, trying to get my song to the heart of the audience.
Well, they signed me to a record deal I couldn't believe. I was playing the Fillmore on Christmas Eve. Between the blood, sweat, and tears and the Allman Brothers Live, they were all alive. And as the very last note of my last song died, all the matches went up. What a heavenly light. It was good to get in bed
in the heart of the audience. Oh, we were younger then. Do you remember when it made a difference? Back about 70s in full flight, I was out on the road in the American night. Huckleberry Finn at the Ramada Inn with the lady from the student union, singing for the children with the heart of gold in the Tennessee sun and the Dakota cold. I was one of them, they were a part of me. I knew that I had to be in the heart of the audience. Oh, we were younger then. Do you remember when? Do you remember when it made a difference in the heart of the audience? Oh, we were younger then. Do you remember when it made a difference? I rode the rock and roller coaster right into the ground. I filled a book full of numbers from 100 towns. I drive all day and I get to play for an hour with an encore. Well, I couldn't get off and I couldn't go on, so I had to get out before the feeling was gone. On an outdoor stage underneath the sky, I stopped and I said goodbye to the heart of the audience. Well, I try like the devil to do anything else, but I have to admit that I was fooling myself. Maybe it's my destiny, or maybe it's my star. Maybe I'm just too dumb to quit. And the old 68 keeps jumping the track, and if the wind don't kill me, I'll keep coming back to the only lover I've never deceived, the one that I just can't leave. The heart of the audience. Oh, we were younger then. Do you remember when? Remember when it made a difference? Oh, heart of the audience. Heart of the audience. Oh, we were younger sin. We may be on the outside, but at least we're looking in. We hurled our bodies at the wall that separated one and all. We came up big when you were small, just so you understand. Good luck in the promised land. You feel like getting immortal now, and you have every right. You took the step that led us from the darkness to the light. Know you can come on with him. You know it's left to do. We get off here, you're traveling through to get some land. Good luck in the promised 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 land.
Today's last song is one of mine. I wrote it my freshman year of college, January 1973. I knew that Pete Seeger had said all folk singers who came after Guthrie were Woody's children. When I was growing up and starting to play and sing in the late 60s, my father used to say that folk singers were the conscience of our nation. So it occurred to me, we all sing along on these songs, we better all be the conscience of our nation. A couple years later, I sent it to Robert Sherman, the host of the Woody's Children radio show in New York City. It was the best postage I ever spent. Bob started playing it on his anniversary show each year. And then for the 15th anniversary, he did a live show. Seeger, Paxton, Chapin, Lavin, the whole crew. And he let me sing the song on stage with all of them. Every 5 years since, there's been a live anniversary show, and I've had perfect attendance. In December 2018, we did a 50th anniversary show, and PBS later broadcast it around the country as a tribute to Pete Seeger. Aren't they all? The song has gotten around a little bit. I've sent it to people here and there. In January 1980, I received this letter. Dear Douglas, I was just about snowed in this weekend and began to clean up my tapes, and then I played a few. And when I got to your tape with that lovely song, We Are All Woody's Children, I knew I had to write today to tell you that song brought such nice feelings. Love and peace, Marjorie Guthrie, wife of Woody, mother of Arlo. In 2012, for Woody's 100th birthday, I got some of my folk music friends to join me in re-recording the song. Now, you're going to see several people in this video who look familiar to you. Some others of them are Catie Fink and Marcy Marxer, children's musicians who play occasionally with Paxton. Then there's Guy Davis, whom I've never met. You'll see him coupled with Christine Lavin on the screen. I'd never met Guy, and Tom Chapin got him to join our recording, but I'd never met Guy, which is why I didn't recognize him when he appeared in the clip of Pete Seeger on the Letterman show. He was one of the singers. Guy's father, the actor Ossie Davis, introduced Peter, Paul, and Mary in the clip we watched several weeks ago when they sang Blowin' in the Wind at the March on Washington in 1963. Then you're going to see a photo of an actor friend of Christine Lavin's, whom she got to join us.
We are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found. In your old door, all set to roll. You and your family felt the Dust Bowl blow. You sang your songs and let us know we are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found. You rode the rails as hobos do,
Saw hard-hit people scraping through,
took scattered voices, feeling small. You made a glorious chorus of us all. We are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found.
Every businessman or woman in a suit,
Every migrant farmer picking fruit,
when they listen to your song,
they know there's one family where we belong. We are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found.
you raised us well, so we became your children proud to share your name. Bound for glory, you showed the way. Bound together, that's how we'll stay.
This Land Is Your Land was never played on the radio, never played on TV. No famous person ever recorded it. It did, however, get in schools, and some school songbooks printed it, and the kids loved it, and 25 years later, practically everybody in the country knew the song.
Now we children know what to do. It takes hard work to make a song come true.
Our time is now to follow through. It's time to make this land for me and you. We are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found. We are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found. We are all Woody's children. We are all glory bound. When we smile, when we sing his songs, we show we know the truth he found. We show we know the truth he found.
Well, there you have it, a little medley of my greatest hit. Next week, 10 great songs. And with that, it looks like we've come to the end of our time. Have a good week. See you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Doug. Take care.